All right, GM, we're back again with another episode. We do a little sports. Today, Sobe has some bad stomach issues going on. He's resting up, so we won't be here today. It'll just be me and Andy. We're going to rip into a couple of the THUNday Kerfuffles. What a name. The NFL Thursday Night Football and the London game Underdog drafts, and then we're going to do a couple battle royales and maybe throw in a couple goal line stands. But this is my first kerfuffle, so I'm excited to get into these and get some more action tonight. But before we jump in, just Andy, how are you doing?
I'm good. Just went to the gym before this, hence my tank top apparel. Yeah,
Looking
can't
comfy?
complain. I am feeling comfy, ready to go.
We're ready to go into the kerfuffle. These are
I've only done a couple
four-person
of
drafts.
these.
Do we want to try to get in our own, or
Why don't we? You want to rip it, and I'll watch along with you.
that sounds
That
good.
way we're not competing with
I
each other.
quickly threw some rankings through my favorite skill players above the quarterbacks, and then I didn't put DJ Moore up there, and then everything else is just raw projections. I probably should put Evan Ingram up a little bit. I think he kind of separates from the other tight ends available here.
Yeah,
he's like very steady.
really solid targets.
Can we get another 8? I don't know. Feels like you'll at least get 6.
I'm like kind of into Kincaid here as well. If you can get him as the last tight end off the board, which I think is definitely possible. I've seen it happen at least. But he's started to really out route run Dawson Knox, and so he's someone who I'm anticipating his target share to continue to increase and like his role in the offense.
No, that makes a lot of sense. I have Kincaid in a lot of season-long leagues, and I'm holding him on the bench, hoping he keeps growing into this role. I think starting out, I probably don't love. Yeah, we're gonna get Etienne. I think you could argue that Ridley or Brian Robinson or James Cook is better than him.
I think you could argue that Josh Allen should be the 1-1. I don't know. I think you could definitely make the case though. I think I
don't mind doing a little Josh Allen.
I think he's so far ahead of everyone else.
And then seeing, Gabe Davis is probably gonna be free.
Yeah.
Let's do that. I like that. I didn't look at the line for this Jacksonville Buffalo game. Let me pull it up here.
Let's see. I always look on the score app. It's my favorite way to see lines. I don't know why.
I keep using Fantasy Life, but I don't love their Vegas or like Game Hub as much. I like the old Fantasy Labs one, so I used to use.
That's a good one. Yeah,
I like anything with like a red and green color coding where I can just quickly see like, oh shit, okay, there's a discrepancy. Like I open up Fantasy Life, like everything's green, great matchup, and it's like, oh shit, okay, well what actually is the spread here? So I'm surprised. I guess I thought Buffalo was gonna be like 7.5 plus point favorites, but they're only 5.5 point favorites. Granted, it is a London game, not a home game.
Yeah.
But they have it closer than I would think. I think Jacksonville's looked pretty unimpressive. And Buffalo, last couple of games, they've made some statements. Feels like we're going to get one of these bringbacks free.
It's crazy that you can get Etienne or Cook here. Or Ridley.
I'm very impressed with the Washington stacking.
Yeah.
I think they have a different idea of what the game to stack is.
Yeah, that's very interesting. Who did the first guy take? He took Diggs, right?
So you could make an argument for all three of these.
I think it's probably just Etienne, right? He's just the best.
He's the main. We have Christian Kirk getting these fat target shares over and over and over again.
Yeah. But is Zay Jones back? Do we know?
We don't know. He's still questionable.
Yeah.
I think
it's probably Etienne.
And I also
running back drops off a cliff after him, Cook, and Herbert are gone, and then you puke in your mouth when you pick a running back.
Yeah, you don't want to go Latavius. This definitely feels like more of a 3 wide receiver type, or God forbid 2 tight end.
Yeah.
This is where we can also think about the Evan Ingram. I kind of want to do Ingram and then hope we get Gabe Davis over here.
I mean, yeah, based on how those first couple picks went, I feel like anything could really happen here. I don't hate Ingram
We're
at all.
not probably going to get Ingram on the way back, but then we also
Probably
can
not.
stack Kincaid.
Yeah.
I kind of like Ingram more than Kirk, so I'm
I
gonna
do
go.
too, just for the positional scarcity.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Ingram there.
I
I
think you
don't know
also
what
could
these
have made the
people are
case to
doing.
just like take Khalil Herbert and kind of
Starve them.
suffocate everyone else out of like that guy who has no running backs. His team like looks a lot worse with without
So I
Khalil
didn't
Herbert
get Gabe
versus with.
Davis, so that's fine.
Uh,
This would be one where I would also be fine taking like Kincaid last pick and fucking a guy on tight end.
yeah, 100%. Well, and I mean, Allen's someone that I'm even comfortable just like taking naked. Oh wow, Kincaid went as well.
Okay, so we take Herbert here.
Yeah, every time I think.
Now, wide receiver wise, this is where like I open up these logs.
I can't.
I'm like, all right, I don't like Deontay Hardy. I open up Fantasy Life. I go to like the utilization report. I open up the game logs, and I'm just like,
I think this might be one where you're just like, you know what?
like Trent
What if
Sherfield's running 41% of routes?
what if Josh Allen runs for 3 touchdowns this game? What
I
if we
think
play that? Yeah,
we
I think it's
take
definitely Dotson.
Jahan Dotson. Yeah,
Yeah.
that guy took Samuel before us, so
That's kind of crazy.
that feels weird. You're man, Darnell Mooney, very tough click for me. I would probably somehow click on Logan Thomas over him.
You can't. We need another wide receiver.
Oh yeah, we went 2 running backs.
I mean, like, what's Trent Sherfield's like targets and stuff look like?
So
is he
Sherfield
draftable?
last week was at 41% of routes, 13% of targets, and Hardy was at 34%. I mean, they're both Sherfield's trending up. Hardy's closer to like
Is Zay
30.
Jones going to play?
I mean, at this pick, I think you take Zay and then you just figure it. Like, if he doesn't, you figure it out later.
Yeah, I think it's just him or Mooney, and you just take a naked Josh Allen and say like, what if he runs for 3 touchdowns? And
I'm down with that.
Call it that.
We also, I don't like Dawson Knox trending down here.
No.
Dawson Knox last week, lowest route run of the season at 48%, lowest target share of the season. You can't see. Fuck, I keep going to the Fantasy Life tab thinking you can see it, but I have it set to only show this tab. All right.
You want to try one more? See,
yeah, we're gonna run another one of those.
I'm curious if Underdog or ETR has anything about this slate or anything like that.
They should have at least the showdown slate stuff, but I don't know if they have anything for it up yet. I don't think they have anything for the London game.
You can look at like the full projection details, I guess. Those aren't live until Saturday. Yeah, so I don't think there's really much out there as far as like...
You can do instead of full projection details, just do the one above it. I think it's just called full projections, but that one's up and it shows tonight's game through the weekend, because I was looking at it to do Danny Dimes versus Sam Howell. They like Dimes. I think I'm starting Sam Howell in my season-long league.
I get it.
I need a floor play. Like,
yeah.
I mean, I guess Danny Dimes is rushing as the floor. Like, he's probably going to get 4 to 6 points through his legs, but...
So they have Fields. They have Allen at 23 points, Fields at 19.5, and Lawrence at 17.5,
and Trevor Lawrence is 17.5.
Yeah. And so
that makes sense. The gap between them is huge.
Yeah.
Whereas if you go like at tight end, they have Evan Ingram at 9.6, and then how far down? They have Kincaid at 6.
Yeah.
And he's second. Unless I'm missing some. No, there's Komet 7.7. Sorry.
No, they have ETN at 15 or 14, I should say, half PPR. Robinson right next to it. They actually have ETN and Robinson basically equal.
I really like Robinson.
They have Cook about a point back from that. Herbert about a point back from him.
I just want Robinson first overall, or third overall, first pick for us. Josh Allen went first. Made sense.
Yeah.
Probably really, you'd need to get like some interesting players to get the Allen Diggs combo going in this.
Yeah. I saw one person post it, and that just made me think like, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't play this tournament anymore.
That's one of my gripes about these like 4 and 6 man drafts. It feels like it doesn't happen as much in goal line stand or the dog bowl or even best ball, but any given battle royale, man, you can get some glue eaters.
Yeah, for real.
I wanted the Ridley pick. Felt really cozy getting him.
Let's see. So
he's due for an explosion
actually,
game.
they have Kirk projected above Ridley in half PPR.
I'm not surprised. I'm more like, I feel like with Ridley, it's almost kind of like Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow. And them, it's like, I know they're going to have that game. I want to be there when they have that game.
Yeah, the ceiling is definitely
now in this scenario, I kind of want to go Kirk and then Trevor Lawrence and just double them.
Yeah, if you can get both, that feels pretty nice.
And then if this guy lets me get Evan Ingram on the way back, or
sure,
wait, I'll have to take Trevor Lawrence, I think. I don't. Justin Fields seems appetizing, but I don't think this guy might take Trevor Lawrence right here with Etienne, because he can take Lawrence and Ingram with his stack and keep going. In that scenario, I might start thinking about a Fields lineup. Ingram, and it's going to take the Lawrence stack with it. We could take Dotson and then just assume we get Howell. Or I could take Komet. I don't really love Komet versus Thomas. Like, I'm fine with either.
Yeah, I don't think he's worth... Oh, there you go.
Oh, we got the Lawrence. Is Lawrence going to come back? This guy doesn't. This guy's going to go Fields. I think we don't need Lawrence here. I think I'm going to go Komet. Yeah. I think we'll get Lawrence in the 5th round.
Yeah, I think we probably will.
Because the only other guy who's going to want Lawrence is John.
I'm just honestly scared when it's a no Badger drafting that he's just going to...
Just take Lawrence right here.
Highest projected quarterback, and I want a quarterback, so I'll take him.
Dude. He literally has pass catchers on every team but Jacksonville. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
We'll see what he does here, but you have to think he just takes Fields. Kincaid's going. He's not going last round.
Yeah.
People are looking at the projections. They're not stupid. This might be a Darnell Mooney. How do you feel about Roschon? I feel scared to click him, so that makes me feel like he might be good.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like Herbert just so dominated that last game as far as carries and stuff.
Yeah, he separated a bit. Do we think so? In this scenario, we have Jax needs to go off. Do we want the Latavius Murray bring back? Like, there's a world where he gets 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, I don't hate it.
On 6 carries.
I don't hate it.
I like him more than Damian Harris.
Yeah, you can kind of craft a nice story here of like Bills get out to a lead, Murray has some rushing touchdowns, Lawrence is slinging it to Kirk and Ridley to try to come back. Like,
yeah,
that
feels better than like me taking 2 tight ends with Logan Thomas or
Dawson Knox for a bring back. I think it's Murray.
I like that.
It doesn't necessarily feel good, but yeah. The one other guy who I think is interesting is Tank Bigsby, who goes completely undrafted. Where like
he could get 2 or 3 carries.
Line carries and pop 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, he could get a line like 7 points.
Yeah, and that could be enough for your last pick.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing about these slates. They're so different than battle royale. Let's rip one more, and then we'll do some battle royales.
All right. Do you want to try to hop
sure.
into a goal line stand, and we can both do it?
Yeah. We'll hop into it right now. Let's see where we're at.
All right. Yeah, we got 7 people left. 6 people left with you, so that should be perfect. I'll keep an eye on that while we do one more.
Yeah, I have it open in its own tab too, so hopefully I'll catch it. Oh, Christian Watson just came in as questionable, and Javonte Williams upgraded to a limited practice. How do you feel about Javonte in like season long? You have him anywhere?
No, I actually have a guy who's trying to trade. So, all right. Well, while we're waiting for this, did you do a another third fuffle or whatever it was as well, or are we just gonna want to sit here?
Oh shit! You can't see the fuffle.
No, I can't.
Oh my god. Okay, I see what I did wrong. I got to go into my actives and switch the tab. Sorry.
That's right.
Good call. I was like, dude, yeah, I'm in one. Do you see it? Nope.
I have a guy who's trying to literally I have an unanswered DM right now on Discord of a guy who's trying to trade me Javonte Williams. But it's a part of a much larger deal in like this very complex keeper league, but where essentially what
sounds wonderful.
Is my quarterback situation is tough. I have Deshaun Watson and Geno Smith, and I have like a lot of depth. Like my running backs are Kyron Williams, Saquon Barkley, what's his name, DeAndre Swift, Breece Hall, and then
you don't really need Javonte Williams.
No, I do not. And then my wide receivers are Garrett Wilson, Calvin Ridley, Devonta Smith, Nico Collins, and Jacoby Myers, which I really like my wide receiver room.
I want to take 2 running backs here. I think.
Yeah, do it. Double tap ETN and Robinson. Cook. That feels good. You want to go for the game?
I don't know. I want a Cook lineup, but maybe I don't.
I think that makes sense.
I like Robinson more. Let's do ETN and Fields is gone. We're gonna get Howell or our boy Trevor Lawrence. So let's assume we get one of those. We'll go.
You could go Cook and try to go for a really heavy game stack.
We can do more Lawrence. We'll probably get one of these 3 guys. These. People don't want these Jacksonville.
So this trade that I'm currently trying to orchestrate is a 5-for-4 trade.
Oh my god!
Where I would get Justin Fields, Travis Etienne, Alexander Madison, and Cooper Kupp.
Who are you giving up?
And I'm giving up DeAndre Swift, Garrett Wilson, Nico Collins, Breece Hall, and Sam Laporta.
You're giving up a lot of people. I mean, you're giving up. So the Jet stack, you're selling them, assuming they're not getting a quarterback upgrade anytime soon.
Yeah. It's mostly trying to consolidate basically ETN, like my wide receivers and running backs, into ETN and Kupp. Is the kind of the majority of that trade. But
so
he's like, oh yeah, we can want Javonte Williams as well. I'm like, no, I don't. Thanks for asking.
I think I'm gonna do Ingram.
Do you think you need to take Lawrence here? What's that guy with the 3 wide receivers?
He has Kirk, situation? More. So both his other quarterbacks are taken. I think
you probably need to take Lawrence here if you want him, or you take Dotson and say, "Fuck it, I'll take Sam Howell as well." But I think you probably want Lawrence, right?
Probably want Lawrence because what we're telling ourselves here, I think, is very similar to what we told ourselves in the last team. We have Buffalo running back, getting them out ahead, and we have Jacksonville trying to catch up. And we're assuming probably with this, the game stays a little closer because we took Cook and ETN, but we might be able to get the Gabe Davis. Well, now this guy's going to take home with Josh Allen. I'm so used to getting Gabe Davis for free in Battle Royales.
Whoa,
he's like
Antonio
34 and a half. We're 5 people on the GLS, so after this we can hop into some BRs. I really want the Zay Jones again. If we get that.
That would be a very nice full game stack.
Just yeah, fuck this Chicago Washington game. It's gonna be 14-17.
I feel like there's no way this guy.
Doesn't take Gabe Davis. Yeah.
Oh, who's his quarterback? Is he Fields? Yeah, there goes Davis. That's
Yeah, I'm
fine.
surprised the guy
I
with
think
Allen.
I think Zay and Samuel doesn't feel bad.
No, it feels better than Darnell Mooney.
Yeah, anything
And
does, right?
Samuel was our one-off in that game, is like perfectly acceptable. I like all those teams we bid. Nothing too crazy. We didn't get boxed out of tight end and have to go at Cool Turner or anything stupid.
Yeah.
Hop into a BR. 2 slots. I think I uploaded ETR's ranks and like kind of tweaked them because they had Kelsey at first. So these rankings are, you know, Deeze certified pants on head. Like A-Chain's down here. AJ Brown's in the middle of the screen. Like, you know, I got to make sure I draft with a little bit of a different ranking than everybody else just to get unique. Like Joe Mixon is fucking in the top 15. Like, we're fully prepared. I mean, there's this. I have to keep betting on Cincinnati, dude. There's the Ohio in me. It's the AFC North homer in me. It's the, you know, maybe they'll figure it out and Joe Burrow's going to get healthy part of me. It's the fact that I've bet on them every week and they just have lost me money. So there's a sunk cost fallacy that, like, this is the Joe Mixon week. He puts up 55 again. Like, everybody remembers that one time that Joe Mixon put up all those points.
I regrettably have more exposure to them so far this week than I would want. I think
they're popping on the optos. Like, I was running the DK op or the I do like $300 worth of DraftKings single entry every week, and I was running the optimizers on the solver to see like, oh, what are the top plays this week. And I'm just seeing a shitload of Jamar Chase and Mixon together. I'm seeing a shitload of Wan'Dale Robinson. I'm seeing.
Yeah, I just straight galaxy brain hand build one single entry lineup for DK every week that I've put into like $30 worth of contests just for fun. And right now I have a Danny Dimes, Wan'Dale Robinson team.
The opto, literally, like the first team I saw was Danny Dimes, Wan'Dale with a H-Chan bring back.
That is literally what my team is. I'll pull it up. I'm sure I'll change it before.
Oh yeah, you'll tinker out of it. It's still early.
But I have Danny Dimes, Bijan Robinson, H-Chan, Marquise Brown, Tyler Boyd, Wan'Dale Robinson, Travis Kelce, Garrett Wilson, and the Ravens defense.
Sounds about right. I have something pretty similar, but it's like Breece Hall. I'm trying to get different with the defense. Like, I don't know if I'm going to go to the Saints. I'm basically telling myself
actually why I have the Ravens, because I think they're going to be, at least based on the ETR projections, it seems like they're going to be low owned just because they're so expensive compared to everyone else.
Yeah. And at this spot, like I haven't been taking Bijan. I've been taking Jamar, not to like completely cut you off.
Yeah, no, same.
I'm just like, Jamar's going to get a 16 target game. He hasn't got touchdowns yet. Like, people forget that when you get 2 or 3 touchdowns, the numbers look a lot nicer.
Yeah, they're playing the Cardinals.
If they're going to get right against anybody, right? Like, is it the Cardinals?
Let's see.
Like, they've played the Browns, the Ravens, the Rams, and the Titans. Now they get the Cardinals. Hopefully, there's something there. I'm picking again. Probably going to take some H-Chan here.
Yeah, here's where I would take him. It's like sitting in a kind of gross spot where it's like there's not really much else. Do I want naked Hurts and hope that I get Devonta Smith coming back to me, or like?
How do you feel about Goddard? Because he's really fucking sucked this year.
I'll only take him if I take a naked Hurts. I will then wait until the last pick of my last round, and if I get Goddard, I get Goddard, great. But I'm not going to reach for him by any means.
Yeah. I really like Breece Hall and Garrett Wilson this week too against this
Me
Denver
too.
team. What do you think we're going to see out of Breece Hall now that the quote unquote restrictions are off? No snap count. Do you
I think
think
it'll not be that different, to be
like instead
honest.
of 45%, he's going to get 50%? Like it's going to be something that pisses us off. We're like, why is he not used like Tony Pollard? Just mad at everybody.
Yeah, I'm not really expecting too much, to be honest. We'll see.
I do like Amon-Ra a bit. I got him in like the sixth round a couple times.
You got him in the 6th round?
Yeah, I got him at pick 34.
Wow.
Like a day
I
and
got
a
him at
half ago.
21 and I felt great.
Yeah. The team he's on though, it was like before I picked him, I picked 34.5er in my 5th round, and then he was still available at the end, and I'm like, all right, like I guess kind of have to take him there. But yeah, now it looks like he's gonna play, so I'm sure his ADP is gonna go back up.
Yeah, I feel like it was always obvious that he was going to play. Like, he's playing with a steel plate in his shoe. Obviously, he's not going to practice on Wednesday. Like,
I do like getting one of the good tight ends. Like it seems to be Hawkinson. I don't get Kelsey. They didn't really need to use Hawkinson much at all in that Carolina game. I posted in the drafters chat, but I was looking at their play selection, and they normally call like 5% of their plays as RPOs, and they don't normally have that many trick plays. And against Carolina, 50% of their play calls were RPOs.
that's
And it
hilarious.
just felt like me playing Madden where I'm like against the practice bot and I know it doesn't really matter. And I'm like, oh yeah, let me try out these new plays that like I'm too scared to play in a ranked game. So I'm taking a lot of Hawkinson. I really like the Hawkinson double stack, like JJ Hawkinson, Kirk. And then maybe bringing it back with like Rishi Rice. I've done that, I think, twice. Here, I got to take AR.
Yeah.
Just anytime he's available around here, it's like, okay, we're gonna take that. Got my tight end. I also I don't know if I want to take Mostert with HN. That seemed like a one-off thing, but I really like taking Mostert this week. Think people are kind of just ignoring. They're looking at the Buffalo game and they're like, oh, he just didn't see the ball. But I think if they're stomping the Giants, he's gonna get a bit more opportunity.
I agree. I think that he's a really interesting leverage on HN this week, just because I think any game. I was listening to ETR and they were saying, like in the games where they're playing from ahead, they think that he'll be the 1A, and in the games where they're playing from behind, they think HN will be. And I think it's pretty safe to say we think the Dolphins are going to be playing from ahead against the Giants.
Yeah, for sure. I think more people. I want to see the data. I need to go back and look in last week and see how many people took Mostert and HM together. I would assume that they're over rostered since the explosion of them both going off. But if they're not paired together, if 10% or less of Mostert lineups also have HN, then I would probably want to pair them together on more. But if it's 20% or more, I don't even know. I don't really see that many people, I feel like, taking them together.
I don't think people do. I think that they just go, oh, that game was was an outlier.
Yeah. So maybe that is a thing where we should take them together, because it's like, hey, they've already proven that. People are still taking Jalen Waddle like he's alive. I mean, this dude is getting 4 targets, 5 targets a game.
I don't know what's going on with him. Like, is he hurt or something? Like, what's the deal?
I don't know, man. I look at him, it's like my cool cat's bag. So I'm just like, you fucked me. Paid 11 ETH. You're worth nothing. I take a Michael Pittman. I keep going back to the well on him. He's another player who gets a bunch of targets. I think Anthony Richardson likes him a lot. I don't think he's had that upside game where he got a couple touchdowns yet. So
yeah, agreed. I'd say probably in half the drafts, maybe a little less than that, that I take Richardson. I take Pittman as well. I think that there's there's a non-zero chance that he just puts up a total stinker and Richardson still puts up 30 points and like all
Oh,
your
for sure.
teams are toast because Pittman had 3 targets and 1 catch. But there's also a chance, I think, that, he gets 15 targets and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
And I'll throw in a little bit of downs here and there.
I like
But
downs.
only occasionally.
Once I get to this point, like these are the 3 picks I'm looking at. We got the Miami double backfield. We got the Pacheco to go with Hawkinson. I just really like that game in general. And then you got this Marquise Brown correlation with Jamar Chase. I think I'm gonna go Mostert because I don't do this enough.
I think that's a fun lineup.
Yeah, I like that. And that's just assuming the Giants do more of the same, which is get completely rolled over. We're at 1 person on our GLS, so I'm going to rip one more BR and then it'll fill. What's your least favorite game of the week? Is there anything you're fading, or are there any like top 20 players that you just don't want a piece of?
I have not really been drafting David Montgomery at his ADP.
Okay, yeah, I see that.
We just filled.
Oh, nice. I'll be doing 2.
I have not really been drafting. I guess there's the Patriots Saints game feels kind of untouchable to me. Even Olave at his ADP is like really hard to click. Nico Collins
Olave
at 22. I haven't really been taking.
No, I actually have been taking Tank Dell at the end, just because it feels like the pendulum could swing.
Oh man, we got Crash Rich and T-Box in here. This is not good.
I see Crash Rich everywhere. I see DMC 72 too. I feel like that's someone we knew from Twitter, but I don't. I'll hurry up and do this BR while I take 30 seconds per pick in the other thing, and then I'll swap it over.
You should be fine. We still got a couple seconds left, and then
Tyreek Hill 1 over. Okay,
I've seen that.
Like that.
I've seen Bijan go 1-1. I've seen Achan go 1-1.
I've seen Achan and Mahomes go 1-1.
Yeah. I saw one that was ridiculous. I think it might have been David Montgomery, and I was like, oh, I don't know about that.
Goal line stand. Am I going to get Kelsey or nope? I'm going to get Chase. All right. I'm going to let it auto draft. I might go for another one of those like Minnesota stacks here. I feel like every time I get Jefferson, I want to do a game stack. I don't take a lot of like Jefferson one-offs. It's like, okay, we got Jefferson. Let's maybe get Hawkinson, maybe get Kirk, maybe get Pacheco, maybe get, I don't know, Rishi, somebody. Got Chase in the other, the GLS.
Yeah, I like taking Pacheco at the end.
HN 405 overall.
Yeah, get your guys.
Before Bijan. Are we betting on the Rams to continue their concentrated exploding going into Philly, or do we think that Cup's going to come back, Puka's going to get as much workload, Philly defense is a lot stronger, Kyron's banged up?
I don't know. I'm still pretty bullish on that. I don't think the Eagles' defense is insane by any means. And I also just I think the Rams might actually be kind of good. Like their offense, like Stafford's been playing really well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I think that they are a legitimate team. And so I'm super comfortable. I've stacked that game a good amount, especially when I get hurt. So, like, I'm super happy to take Kyron again. I'm happy to take Puka at ADP. I'm not really taking Cup. I don't feel the need to. Like,
he's got 29. Yeah, I haven't taken Cup once this week.
Yeah, and I love Cup. Like, I think he's awesome. But I haven't felt
Did you
like
watch
that
that
was
video
something I
of him
needed to
doing
do.
the foot drills with
Yeah.
Puka? He looks like Cooper Cup looks like he's moving 4 times faster than Puka in those drills. Like if you watch Puka's feet, it looks like it's night and day difference. It's crazy how much faster Cup is. Like I watched that clip like 5 times and just tried to focus on Cup's feet, and I was just like, yeah, okay. You could definitely see the skill gap here.
Yeah, I mean, Cup is just so good.
Plus, Cup and Madden, man, he's just unstoppable there. That's something I've been baking into the projections a lot this year is the Madden test. Been playing a lot more Madden, and if the players are good in Madden, you want to draft them more. The one place where that really burns you is Dalvin Cook. They very graciously made Dalvin Cook like 87 overall, and he doesn't deserve it. I'll just say that.
Yeah, I feel like just casual fans fucking love Dalvin Cook.
I'm going to take a naked Mark Andrews just because I like to have a good tight end, and I know I'm going to be taking some garbage shit. I've taken Mahomes with Pacheco, and the idea that the Chiefs just put up 40 points against the Vikings. I don't hate that, but I'm gonna go Joe Mixon here. Kind of have this idea that if I don't have Anthony Richardson, I really like the Derrick Henry we were talking earlier. Going back to this other draft, it looks like I'm gonna go Mark Andrews. It's Mark Andrews or DeAndre Swift.
Yeah.
There's a lot of running backs I like. There's like 10. So let's go Andrews.
I think Andrews makes sense there.
He kind of fell a little bit. Like Nico Collins went before him and Garrett Wilson. The Jets bump is real. And in the smart drafts, like they want exposure against that Denver defense. They've seen what Justin Fields can do, and they know that it's open for anybody.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel decent about the Jets.
All right. What do we got? Wonder if this is a can I get a Joe Burrow late situation here? Probably. Not. I'm gonna go for the explosion spot here and go Joe Mixon. And then see if I can get Joe Burrow in the 4th. All right. Dude, someone just took Rashee Rice. Are you shitting me? I never see him go. What it?
Gotta get your guys.
Bro. And I can't even take Pacheco because I took Joe Mixon.
I mean, I think you're fine to take a naked Mahomes.
Naked Mahomes, it is, yeah. I just wasn't mentally prepared for this. Like,
no,
now I got to make another pick. I'm looking at Marquise Brown.
All right, looks like I'm a Detroit Lions stacking this goal line stand, which is interesting.
I'm gonna go George Pickens. Fuck, I wasn't quick enough. I was not mentally prepared for this dude to take Rashee Rice. At his 35.7, I just checked out. Like I was gonna close and just auto draft and go to this draft.
Yeah, that's a surprising one. I always put a backup in just in case, because you never know.
Yeah, you don't want to get too bent out. Five tight ends off the board. We got 6 quarterbacks off the board. It's not a good week for quarterbacks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, it's not. Like, if you don't draft a quarterback, you're taking Josh Dobbs, taking Dobbs or Russell Wilson, essentially. That's scary. Okay, so I need Joe Burrow on this next pick. I didn't realize because the bye weeks are creeping in too. Yeah.
And this is also just a bye week where there's like good teams that are on bye. You know,
Chargers.
It's not like, oh no, I can't draft any Carolina Panthers. It's like the Chargers, the Seahawks.
Yeah, some of our favorite players: DK, Lockett, Keenan
Yeah,
Allen, Josh
and just like,
Kelly. Like,
and even
it
just like
is
the
really nice
safe.
that
Oh, I didn't get a quarterback stuff. Where it's
I
like,
can't get
I'll
fucked
take
by Josh
Watson.
Kelly this week. That's the
I know
best
that
thing.
is nice.
That's the best thing about this whole week. There is no temptation to be like, well, we saw what he did week 1, and now he has the whole role. Like, there's no,
Yeah.
Oh, we got 3 points again. Fuck, man.
All right, let's see what we got going on here. So
this guy needs wide receivers on the end. Ryan is hurting. He filled out everything before the wide receivers. You're looking at a Goff.
Yeah. I'm pretty locked into Goff at this point.
You feel like you can push it around, or you feel like since he's 17.5 projection, people are gonna be like, I don't know.
I really don't know. Like, I know.
I mean, I'm not gonna take him. Durbin.
It's really whether or not Super D Boy takes him.
Yeah, Super D Boy doesn't have anything that would make you think he needs to take him.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna push it. Live a little, and I just getting Kyron Williams in that pick 41 to me just feels. Well, considering I also have AJ Brown,
Daniel Jones if you have to.
Yeah, I mean, like, fuck. Honestly, I would take Stafford if I had to.
So this is looking grim in the wide receiver column here.
Yeah, wide receiver drops off hard in this.
But the running backs right now are also pretty.
I mean,
gross.
like, no one wants to do it, but you can take like a really late Jahmyr Gibbs and pray that he gets to play football this week.
Yeah, kind of like Pickens with this the Andrews pick.
I'm just worried because what's this is
I'm gonna take Joe Burrow. This guy's gonna take Burrow. You're worried that Pickett? I'm gonna take Joe Burrow. Just if this
Pickett's
dude takes him, I'm gonna.
Today.
I should have pushed it because these other two people don't have a quarterback, but I'm invested.
I feel like in these, sometimes it's just not worth it. It's like, yeah, maybe I can get slightly better value for, and get George Pickens instead of whatever Tank Dell or Jordan Addison coming back. But like, how much worse do you feel about your team if you don't have Burrow on it?
I want to limit the amount of things I need to get right here.
All right,
I'm looking at a Michael Wilson bring back maybe, or
I think I'm totally safe now. I just need Durbin to not take him, and I don't see a world where he just takes a naked Goff.
Are you taking any shots on Jameson Williams this week?
No, God, no.
What about Drake London? Like Drake London going undrafted
someone who
is very interesting here to me.
Agreed.
You scroll down the list, you don't normally see someone like Drake London in between Josh Reynolds and Wandale.
Yeah, I think the challenge with him is just that people are so low on Ritter. Like it's not even a criticism of London. It's just like Desmond Ritter sucks.
Yeah. I like that Houston game. Like they can push it. The other option here is to take something gross like Ramondre Stevenson or Addison.
I don't know if I can bring myself to take anyone on the Patriots. Even Ramondre. I love Ramondre. Their offense is just so bad.
Okay, the Michael Wilson bringbacks are dead.
All right. Please do not take Jared Goff.
So this last round's going to get really gross.
Yeah. I swear, if this guy auto-drafts Jared Goff.
Herman. You got to think he's looking at like CJ. Oh no, Stroud's gone.
Goff! God.
Oh. No.
Oh, man.
No.
Oh, man.
Not like this.
All right. Well, Danny Dimes. Here we go.
This is where you backstack the Danny Dimes Wandale.
Yeah.
Just how you drew it up.
Yes.
Wow.
This is what I wanted all along, actually.
That's fucking cold-blooded. God, no correlation, just raw.
Yeah, he gave it to me raw.
You think he's gonna go for the Josh Reynolds in the last round?
I mean, maybe.
So that's all there's left.
Let's see.
So how bad is this Pickett injury?
No, it seems like he's gonna play.
Probable, yeah. Like if
Earlier
I
in
get
the week, I
Pickens in
didn't
the
think he was
last
going
round,
to.
take that. I feel like he has like a 25-point ceiling.
Yeah.
There's not much actually. Running back feels almost better. Like Miles Sanders is down here going undrafted.
I think Madison's really the one to me where it's like he's still their starting running back, and it's the highest total of the week.
Yeah.
Like if he's still there, I'm going to take him. I don't fuck stacking him with Daniel Jones. I'm fine. I'll just take Madison.
And naked Daniel Jones can get you 30. 20 of it's from the ground game anyway. He runs 2 touchdowns and 80 yards. Did you take it, Jaleel McLaughlin?
No, I will not be.
This dude is from my hometown. Like, he went to Youngstown State University, which is 20 minutes from where I grew up. I didn't know that until one of the announcers was talking about this undrafted free agent from Youngstown State, and I was like, "Wait, did I hear that right? Like, this dude's from fucking Youngstown."
That's funny. Small world.
But he looks better than P. Ryan. Like,
I mean, yeah, I think P. Ryan might be a little bit toast after watching him play, which is a bummer because I have a decent amount of best ball exposure to him.
Yeah, you're taking him at 110. Thinking,
all right, Wandale Robinson, come on down.
Madison didn't make it. Josh Dobbs. The Josh Dobbs double stack is looking fresh from Meta Paul. I like that. What if that's what you need? Team. What if it's what you need? I'm going to take Miles Sanders here. I don't really have an opportunity for an Arizona bring back this time. I don't think I need it. The only other thing is Damian Pierce up. Is he gone?
No, I think he's gone.
Yeah. He was going to be the other guy I was looking at. I mean, the upside on this list here is I think Ramondre is less likely to outscore Miles Sanders, even though the projections say differently. And I don't want any of the wide receivers. It's a grim week, man. That's like Josh Downs is on the menu. Marvin Mims against the Jets. Michael Thomas doesn't feel like he has a ceiling. Yeah, none of this. It's Dalvin Cook, Najee, Zeke Elliott. All right. I'm down to run a couple more. We're about, 45 minutes in? 48 minutes in?
You want to see what the weight is on one more goal line stand? See if we have the chance to hop in one more?
6.
It's probably going to be too long.
We can run a BR, see if it fills, and if not, call it.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
All right. See if we can get one more Anthony Richardson lineup for the boys.
I'll hop in this BR with you.
Fill her up. I need to do some last minute benching or season long stuff. I don't think I have any Chicago players in season long anywhere. It's all Washington.
Yeah, I don't think I do either.
A little bit of Sam Howell, a little bit of McLaurin. I wish I ended up with more Brian Robinson. I kind of expect it. I think I'm anchored to that one good year Antonio Gibson had.
I know.
I'm like, Brian Robinson can't be that much better than Antonio Gibson.
But he definitely is.
He's way better. Yeah, it's not 2017 or whenever that year was that Antonio Gibson did well. There's a few There's a few players that just have that name value. Like if Dante Freeman was still out there, like I might still draft him. Just because there was those like 3 games that he had 40 points.
Yeah. You're like, I don't know, he's kind of good.
Like he went back to the Ravens and just didn't put up any 10-point games, let alone 30-point games. And I don't know, blow my fab on him. 1-1. Are you a Justin Jefferson enjoyer?
Yeah, I'm not with these. I'm not super like exploitative, and so it's like I have Kelsey at 1-1 overall, but I'm like I don't think it's ever correct to just like not have any Justin Jefferson exposure. So I take Jefferson.
Yeah, you can't ignore the best wide receiver
In the highest total of the game or of the week.
for the best tight end in the same game. Like, very good chance that the wide receiver outscores the tight end.
Yeah, I do try to go by the tried and true strategy of drafting the best players. So
I am taking Kelsey over Tyreek this week.
yeah, I think
I
that makes
think
sense.
I'm also taking Jamar over Tyreek, which might be stupid. But I'm gonna have very little Tyreek this week.
I'm probably not taking Jamar over Tyreek, but I can see it.
I'm gonna take AJ Brown this game. See if I get Hurts. Give these guys a fun one on the turn. I like doing something like Hurts, Brown, and then later on taking Kyron or Higbee. You normally Puka's gone. Higbee's one of the few tight ends that still has games with like over 10 targets who people don't seem to draft. Like he gets 10 targets. He's kind of like Evan Ingram.
Yeah, he's solid. He puts up numbers.
Oh, there he
Damn.
is, the Hurts.
No
Yeah.
Hurts for you.
That's where I end up taking HM. Just like, fuck it. Actually, I would probably take Puka.
I like Puka a lot. I think he'll still have a really solid week.
I think I'm probably ETR has HN under Puka. I've still I the bias of taking HN in the top 10 is just crazy to me.
Yeah.
But you have to do it. Like he's shown multiple times that he get 20 plus points on 12 touches or less. It kind of reminds me of when we were taking DeAndre Swift on the Lions. Like we were taking DeAndre Swift top 15 overall in drafts when David Montgomery was on the Lions, and we knew kind of what they were about. Or not David Montgomery. I'm sorry, fucking
See,
Jamal
this is where
Williams.
it's like, do I want Hawkinson and Jefferson? No.
Then you have to go Kirk.
And because I don't want to do that. Do I want Mark Andrews? I mean, I guess. I don't know. So then I'm just like, hey, you know what? Fuck it. I'll take Derrick Henry, I guess.
And then you're like, Derrick Henry or Anthony Richardson? What's the right answer here? I would definitely take Hawkinson if he comes back to me.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely taking a lot of Hawkinson.
It's just, it is kind of gross to double stack them. But we saw the other week, it's like the winning lineup was Justin Herbert, Keenan Allen, Mike Williams. And that's something that, you know, we've told ourselves through past data that double stacking doesn't win as many VRs, but then it still can win a VR. So it's,
I mean, it's like we always say, the best strategy is always to draft the best players. And so sometimes the best players are all on the same teams.
Yeah, like last week, I really liked Kyron and Puka. And I still, that's how I look at Joe Mixon and Jamar this week. It's like very similar to Kyron and Puka. Joe isn't going to get the same, 98% fucking snap share or whatever that Kyron gets, but still a similar level of concentration. I feel like DFS players too, they're more likely to take the player blocks like on DraftKings, but in these BRs and stuff, the player blocks seem, I don't know, less drafted.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't really know why.
People just want the six-way parlay.
Yeah.
What if it's just you need a little bit of Brees and a little bit of Mark Andrews, and I'm gonna take another Anthony Richardson team probably. I take him and Brees around here. I'm not taking any James Conner, no matter what the fuck the projection says. That's
Fuck the
one
Sims.
I
I don't
can't
care.
do. You
This
taking
is lining
James
up
Conner?
perfectly. The goal line stand just filled, so we can do that, and then
Fuck yeah, and won it.
yeah.
I think I'm gonna do the Anthony Richardson, go for Mostert later on. Naked Richardson. Maybe a Pacheco.
I don't know what I'm gonna do.
What do you got? You got Montgomery. You're not feeling Kirk. You're not Kirk.
No, I
Kirk
know I
fan.
should take Kirk. I just don't really want to.
You want Kirk with the Rashee Rice bring back? I mean,
A part of me
got
wants to
Pacheco. Oh, you
like.
can't take Pacheco. He's gone
Part of me
anyway.
wants to go like Lamar Jackson.
Yeah. Did you go naked, Lamar? You do a little
Here and
Zay.
there. I'd probably try to get Zay coming back. I'd probably take like Garrett Wilson. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Take Lamar and Garrett Wilson. Oh shit! I need a tight end. Not. Oh god damn it! I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, it's all. Yeah, I'm taking naked Lamar.
Yeah. You're not taking Likely?
No, I'm
Stack him
not.
with the backup tight end?
I am not gonna take Darren Waller as my tight end here, though. I don't know who I want.
I've done the Kyle and Granson with Anthony Richardson a few times.
Oof.
I keep telling myself, I don't know if this is a lie or if it's the truth, but I'm like, yeah, Branson could get 2 touchdowns. Like, it's not
Could.
impossible. Like,
All
he
right.
could
I
get 5
will.
targets for 2
Ooh.
touchdowns. If Donald Parham can do it, I have faith. My Joe Mixon. I feel like the universe is out of sync here. I don't have my pacifier.
Have a Patrick Mahomes at 1-1 in the goal line stand.
Go Mostert here. I need to switch over there. I don't know what pick I am. 3 away. 9. Am I gonna get Achan in the goal line? Tune in. This guy's giving me the suspense. I'll probably go Hurts if I don't get Achan. The quarterback in this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
I don't want to go Hurts anyway. Achan is the running back too, man. I'm not gonna be able to get over this. He's not gonna get 2 touchdowns a
Hurts
game.
isn't bad here. You could potentially get Swift coming back. Or not Swift.
I'm gonna pass on Achan. Am I gonna get the Michael Pittman? Oh. I feel like I didn't scroll the fuck down on this build at all. Like, maybe I just throw in. This is where I just like, oh, maybe I just throw in Rashee Rice or Tank Dell. And not Michael Pittman.
Yeah, why not? Get crazy.
Kind of the obvious. Fuck it. We're doing Rashee Rice. We got the Hawkinson. All right. We're on the clock. Oh, I could do the Swift. I can do Devontae Smith. I'm going to do that. That's easy. All right, let me move over. Okay, we're showing the right screen. Very strong start. Happy with this.
Yeah, nice little
We're
stack.
again, we're just with killers, dude.
I
Crash.
know.
It's the same people from the last one. Buster, T-Box. Do these people draft on their computer all day, or do you think these are people like in the recliner on the phone?
So
Just
T-Box only uses his phone.
really nice.
And he auto drafts everything.
He auto drafts everything.
Yeah.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah, he maybe not for NFL, but for NBA, he exclusively auto drafts.
Oh, I got you. That
I
feels
think
like
he does
way
for
more of a
NFL.
thing in NBA.
He's funny. He's on Twitter now too. He's a character. Obviously, really smart guy. He's like a 55-year-old guy, lives in the Midwest, just chilling, crushing it in daily fantasy sports.
Yeah, I think I recently followed him. I've seen a few of these grinders more active on Twitter. Have you been following Beretta James?
Yeah,
I,
yeah,
I like his style. He's
me too.
not afraid to say what's on his mind.
All right, so I'm gonna go Laporta here, and then I get A Rich coming back at 26, which feels beautiful.
Feels cozy. Laporta's going very high in resurrection. He's like 50th.
I mean, yeah, he's just fucking good.
Yeah, that's very true too. That makes it a lot easier when you're just fucking good. You got Anthony Richardson locked in. I gotta start game planning. Do I want the Kyron? I kind of want the Kyron. He's there. Let's get a little game stat going there. I don't know if he's gonna make it. If people are using the same ranks I'm using, he's not making it. I'm really hoping to get like at least Pacheco or Kamara. I want one of these running backs. If not, I'm gonna feel a little naked. There goes Pacheco. Don't do it, Crass Rich. Don't take Kyron. You see Michael Pittman. Please. It's excruciating. All right. You gotta think I'm not getting Kyron when I queued up 3 running backs and 2 of them. This guy. Just take Kyron. Right in my face. Do it.
Oh,
Just do it. I'm clicking the draft button so fast.
gotta front run it.
If I click it fast enough, I'm actually blocking him. Yeah,
Look
see, I
at that.
blocked him. We take that. So now the team's going to get really gross from here. This is where I might entertain a Goddard.
Yeah, I could see it.
Also, I mean, call me, fool me once, fool me twice, fool me 75 times. But Kyle Pitts going next to John Smith, I mean, that's a fun click. I don't know if it's the right click, but it's a fun one. I kind of want to push tight end. I don't want to take Goddard here.
Yeah, I think you're better off just
I
pushing.
liked I hate that I like Adam Thielen.
Nothing wrong with liking the target king himself, right?
The thing I don't like. What Tyler Boyd do I? I'm gonna take Adam Thielen. It feels so stupid to take Thielen over Olave. I just don't like that game though.
Yeah. It's a 39.5 total.
I know like Adam Thielen is going to need to catch balls to have, I think at least, any shot for Carolina to win. Whereas with Olave, I could see them throwing the ball 17 times to Kamara again. and he just like they don't need to do anything because they're against New England, who has Mac Jones. Like, the game
Yeah.
script for Olave is just not going to be good, I don't think.
No.
And granted, he could just get a couple catches and pay off, but Adam Thielen should get 8+ targets. They should be losing. They should need him to catch balls to have a shot. You still don't have a running back. What's on your mind? Is this a Gibbs?
Suicide mostly. No, yeah, I think this is a.
You got Laporta.
I think right now I'm looking at Dameon Pierce.
Yeah, I don't hate that. I like Pierce.
I think what I'm going to go for here is try to take DeAndre Hopkins and then Dameon Pierce. Oh, there goes Hopkins. Speak of the devil. Like I can't draft Ramondre. I don't think. I think I'd rather have Pierce.
ETR has Jaleel over Ramondre.
And then, yeah, I don't think I'm taking a second running back. So then, I don't know.
Yeah, second running back right now, man. I feel like the wide receivers, they can get you 20 points. Yeah. It's hard to. I mean, Ramondre could get you 20 points.
I'll do a little game stack here. Take some Drake London.
There you go. It feels a lot better than drafting him in the 4th round of best ball did.
Oh, 100%.
Oh, this bad news Bears tweet. 346 days since last win. 0-4 start for the first time in 23 years. Franchise record 14 straight losses. 25+ points allowed in 14 straight games.
That's brutal.
Dick Butkus died today? Wait, really?
Really?
That was the comments are poorly timed tweet. I'll have to look into that. It's not what I expected to use. That's going on. I think I'm gonna get Goddard. Can I push it again? These people are gonna need a tight end. I don't think I can. The only other ones I really like are, I guess I could take Ertz. I'm gonna go Goddard. What if AJ Brown gets hurt and they just feed Devontae Smith and Goddard? Like, the amount of first read targets that AJ Brown has been getting this year is crazy. You see that the chart floating around? He's definitely establishing himself as the primary read.
Yeah, it's crazy. I feel like it wasn't that. Like, I feel like it was more balanced last year.
But yeah, this year I feel like with him, he's such an athletic freak. Like, he's built like DK, where they're just incredible hulks. It feels like running around, whereas Devontae feels a little bit more. Get him the ball in open space, let him run. I don't know. He doesn't have that same build where he's just going over the middle, intermediate routes in traffic, ping ponging off people, making it look fucking easy. I don't want to take Josh Reynolds. No, I lied.
You could yeah. It's tough down here.
This last pick is horrible. Yeah, I might just take on a Rashee Rice.
I think that's fine.
I just like having pieces of that game. Like, if I don't get Pacheco or I don't get Hawkinson, or I don't really want a piece of this Denver wide receiving corps. Like, I know they have ceiling, but against the Jets, it's not exciting. I do like Josh Downs in this last round.
That's who I'm hoping I can get for a little stack with Anthony Richardson. But
and then other than that, like, it's Juan Dale.
Yeah, which is hilarious.
I just want to see somebody start establishing a connection with Danny Dimes where they can get the fucking ball in their hands and Danny Dimes isn't just taking sacks and making dumbass
The
plays.
the
Like,
amount of pressure that he's been under is insane. Like I saw some stuff where when he's playing normal, like he's not even playing that poorly. It's just that he's always under pressure and he's not playing very well under pressure.
no. Like, let's just fucking get Wandale some flat routes. Just get him the 2-A dot. Get him the ball in space. Let him operate. Send fucking Steve Slayton on go routes every single play. You got your down stack.
I got my downs. All right, I like that team.
That's not bad. You got the Lendon and Pierce. You got Anthony Richardson with downs. You got the studs in the beginning. I don't know how I feel about my last 3 picks. We'll deal with it. Goal line stand and dog bowl are going to be tougher this week. Like, Josh Downs could be on the winning dog bowl team. Like, that's the
bye weeks, man.
It's only going to get worse too. I mean,
Yeah.
Next week isn't bad. It's just was it Green Bay and Pittsburgh or something for week 6?
I think so. Yeah, it's not too.
It's like week 6 and week 14. There's not that many, but other than that, it's going to get rocky. So that's a fun slate, though. I'm glad that we're deep in the weeds. You know, we're not getting any comfortable lineups. Everything is high risk, high reward. So
yeah, no, totally.
All right, we'll wrap this up. Sobe, if you're listening back, I hope you're feeling better. We will see him next week. And yeah, if you guys want to join Underdog and you haven't joined Underdog yet, promo code Deeze matches $100 off your deposit. I got to remember to say that. I always forget. But yeah, we'll be back again next week with some more drafts. Thanks for listening and goodbye.